Hello, hello! Welcome back to another episode of Dwellings by Danny, the YouTube channel. My name is Danielle Scamelhorn now. I recently got married, so my last name has changed for those of you who have not seen. Today I kind of wanted to do like a double, I haven't done a video in so long, I'm so sorry. So I wanted to catch up, do a market update, and then I also wanted to chat about just kind of a topic that I recently did a post about. So first things first, we'll do a market update. The MLS comes out with this stats for the previous month, usually the first week of the month. So I have the stats for July 2022, and then I like to compare it to the same month last year. So we'll go through all of those. And what I like to focus on is the new number of listings, the amount of closed deals that month, and the average or the median sales price for that month. And then we'll talk about months of inventory as well. So I usually focus on Skagit and Whatcom counties because that's usually the areas that I mostly work in. If there's any other areas you want me to focus on, definitely let me know. I'm happy to pull some reports for you. But for Skagit, the number of new listings for 2022 in July was 251. Compared to last year, in July, it was 250. So just one new listing, which is kind of interesting to think about considering inventory has gone up. The number of buyers has gone down. So for it to just be one, but Skagit is usually a little bit slower, quieter market anyways. Number of closed deals for July 2022, 156 compared to last year was 208. So it went down. And then the median sales price, this one is interesting because even though interest rates went up, you would expect home prices to go down because demand went down. But last year, the median home price was even $500,000. This year, it's $550,000 for the month of July. So even though demand went down, home prices are still going up, surprisingly. And then months of inventory. So months of inventory means that if every house on the MLS right now sold, we would be out of houses in about X amount of months, basically. So last year, months of inventory was less than a month. I think we had at one point 6 days of inventory. And then this year, we're up to about 2.26, so about 2.25 months of inventory. So that's interesting to look at as well. So this is for the same thing in Whatcom County. This one is really, really cool. So the number of new listings went up from 442, that was July last year, to 568. So in Whatcom County, they saw a huge growth of new listings, which we are not surprised by. We saw a lot, or we're seeing a lot of price reductions. We're seeing houses stay on the market for a lot longer. And buyers, they're just taking their time. You know, they're not compromising like they've had to in the last 2 years, which is great. So closed deals in July. So they went down from 413 last year in July to 286. So that is pretty substantial, is down 30% is what the stats say. So that's pretty crazy to look at, the number of buyers that left the market. So the median sales price, I always love this one. So last year in July, it was an even $525,000, which is $25,000 more than Skagit last year. So 525 median sales price for July last year in Whatcom County. This year, the median sales price is $582,000. So it went up from 525 to 582. That's a pretty big, substantial jump. And then months of inventory for Whatcom County is about 2.5 months. So a little bit more than Skagit. But I always love to go through and just compare to where we were last year, considering we were in a very, very different market last year. So market update is done. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the media. So a lot of people are blasting all over media, buyers, buy now is a chance, and then, you can refinance in the future. which is great. If you are in the capability and the space, the time to buy right now, that's fabulous. But the most important thing to take out of what I just said is buy when you can afford to buy, especially when it's your first home. You do not want to be house broke, because if you think about it, when you rent, and I just did a post on this, my example was if your AC unit or your furnace goes out, your landlord or the owner of the building has to front that bill. They have to fix those repairs. Once you own that house, you have to pay that. You are responsible for fixing those repairs on your home now. So if you are not in a financial situation where you can make those kinds of payments out of a whim, you never know when your furnace is going to go out. If you're not able to make those payments, maybe now is not the time for you to buy, which is totally fine. It's just your reality. So steps I always tell new buyers is to reach out with a lender first and foremost. I have many recommendations if you would like one. Reach out to a lender, figure out your financial situation, learn your reality, and then come up with a plan of where you want to be in order to buy a house. Pay off all your consumer debt. That way you can just cash flow and save, and then just come in with a plan. And I'm more than happy to help you if you need any more guidance. But overall, buy when you can buy. Don't listen to the media. Yes, it's super exciting to buy a house, but you do not want to be house broke, like I said. So if you need any other tips or tricks, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fabulous day. And like the amazing Brene Brown says, stay awkward, brave, and kind.